Welcome back. Welcome in to the Lion's Share podcast ahead of Bears on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all the shareholders out there. Gobble, gobble. It is Tuesday in the NFL, and the Lions are back, as always, in their rightful position on the first slot. That is Thanksgiving, one of three on the day on Thursday. And then, of course, we have one on Black Friday as well. So, Lions kicking things off against the Bears. And the Lions have not won on Thanksgiving since, cover your ears, folks, it's been since 2016. They've been oh so close so many times. And this is a prime opportunity as they come in 10-1 against the Bears, who come in 4-7 off of a loss in overtime to the Vikings. So we're going to talk about that, and we'll give you our predictions, and then special edition of the Lions Share with the Thanksgiving edition. Our picks will be on the social media. So, boys, I hit you with it. It's been since 2016. Can we believe it has been that long? Almost 10 years since the Lions have won on Thanksgiving.
It's really, really sad. It feels like it though. It feels like we just don't win on Thanksgiving.
Feels like it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it feels like it's just another one of those records to break. They've been breaking every record this year. Might as well get this one out of the way.
Checking every single box, win in Dallas, win on Thanksgiving, win off of the bye, all the boxes. Titans they'd never beaten. It seems like it's coming to fruition, but they've got a big battle. Divisional is always a little bit more tough. Bonus points to you guys on the board here. In 2016 when they won, do you know who that was against?
Packers.
Wrong, but good
Okay,
guess.
a fun game.
Andrew?
Let's
Andrew's
just
gone
go
into the
easy and
blurry
go
abyss.
Bears again.
Wrong. It was the Minnesota Vikings. Your boy here on the podcast was in attendance with my father. Shout out to him and I, and for our little tradition. Actually, if you're watching on YouTube, I've got the towels from 17, 18, and 2016 is right here. And in that game, it was won on a walk-off field goal by none other than Matt Prater. And with that win, the Lions took hold of that division. They were division leaders after that in 2016, way back when. Totally
Poor
different
memory.
era. Totally different era. It was a great game to be in attendance for. By the way, it was a good time. Felt like the Lions were turning the corner there with Caldwell. Just didn't come to fruition. They just didn't pan out. I think Aaron Rodgers rained on that parade. So anyway, this is a new era. Rodgers is out. Dan Campbell is in. Caldwell's, I don't know where he is, but for this game, against the Packers, or no, sorry, against the Bears. Got my mind all twisted here. Lions Bears on Thanksgiving. It's gonna be 12:30 Eastern on CBS, folks. It's gonna be on CBS, not Fox this year. That means we'll get Romo and Nance in this one. Lions coming in at 10.5 point favorites in this one. Their second or maybe third time this year they've been favored by double digits. Over under sits at 48.5. Pretty incredible. Definitely it's been a long time since they've been favored by that much. Are you guys surprised to see 10.5 with the Lions banged up? Obviously missing quite a few guys at this point.
Yeah, we'll see if that moves at all. It sounds like Decker and Montgomery are going to play. Carlton Davis is a little bit of a concern. It seems like Caleb Williams is starting to find his footing a little bit. And again, the Lions traditionally are not amazing on Thanksgiving, but 10.5 also feels appropriate for the way that they've been beating teams lately.
I think last week I said 12 and a half, and I got dogged for saying double digits, so that doesn't happen often in the NFL, but here we are opening line. So I don't know if it's surprising, but it's crazy with all the injuries on the defensive side of the ball, especially.
Yeah, and their closest game recent memory was the Texans game, obviously the closest one there, but the last two they've been blowing teams out. But you guys are absolutely right, and just speaks to the resiliency of this team. They continue to battle all these injuries all year long, and it just seems like they cannot get a hold on them. But yet the outcomes of these games continues to be the same, and it's almost like when they get injured, like we alluded to with the Decker injury, they go down and score right after that, and so it's almost like this team gets more hungry after that. I think I'm gonna sneeze there. That one I was fighting it. But it just seems like this team is hungry. Thank you. Gracias. After these injuries. So it speaks to this resiliency. Dan preaches the grit, the resiliency each day, but it's one thing to preach it, but it's another thing to live it. And these guys absolutely embody all of those things in that previous sentence. So they continue on, and it does sound like they may be without Carlton Davis in this one, probably with the knee injury, but we'll see. You guys want to talk? Yeah. You guys got anything before we go to fact or fiction about this matchup?
I'm excited. A tradition unlike any other.
Eating
into a coma and watching football.
Let's be happy while we're doing it too.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been able to be able to that. Felt like last year against the Packers was a prime opportunity, and they didn't show up there. But anyways, it's the Bears this year, and it's on CBS. So fact or fiction, boys? Caleb Williams will be over 50 yards rushing against the Lions.
Can you refresh us on the stats from Anthony Richardson from last week?
I'm going to say fiction. I don't need stats. I'm not a coward.
So here's a stat for you about last week for Caleb. I'll get you Anthony Richardson here right now, but Caleb had 33 yards rushing against the Vikings. Anthony Richardson came in at 61 against the Lions this week.
I'm going to say fact. Over 50 rushing yards.
I think it's going to be close. I think he's just going to be over 50. I'll take fact on that one. Za'Darius Smith, Andrew and I both took him to take a sack against the Colts. Didn't happen, but they got a lot of pressure on Anthony. He just got threw the ball away several times. So will they be able to wrap up? Will Za'Darius Smith get a sack this week? Fact or fiction?
Fact.
I'll go fact with you. Caleb Williams runs around a whole lot. I hope Za'Darius finishes a play.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I'll 3 across the board for us. Za'Darius Smith against the team that he's got. He's played a lot. He knows this team from his time in the NFC North. So he knows what this is going to be about. He knows what Caleb Williams is, and Caleb Williams doesn't have the best timer in his head. So I will take that as well. Fact or fiction? We'll get a mock turkey celebration from the Lions.
That's a huge fact. Lock that in now. If I could lock that in on any kind of betting app, I would do it.
Hundo, these guys are going wild. It's really just going to be, what is that mock turkey celebration we're going to get? Fact.
Give me fact. Give me fact as well. That one's an easy one. That's a little low-hanging fruit there. Monty and Gibbs, 10-0 when the Lions, when they both scored. The Lions are. They scored both against the Colts. Will they do it again? Fact or fiction? Monty and Gibbs both find pay dirt against the Bears.
Fact.
I'm going to say fiction on this one. I'm going to say Gibbs to score. Monty not going to make it in, though.
Ooh, I see. I think it's fact, but if I had to go one over the other, I think Monty gets in. There's no chance. I think Monty's obviously really happy with the Lions, but the Bears let him walk. So this is I think this is a forever revenge game for Monty.
Should have led that off. You're absolutely right. Should have led things off there. It is a revenge game for Monty. He did leave the Bears there. The team that drafted him. So I'll take a fact on that one. Monty and Gibbs will both score in this one against the Bears on Turkey Day. All right. Bears against the Vikings had over 300 yards, nearly, what did they have? They had 398. They almost broke 400. So the Bears will have under 250 yards against the Lions offensively.
Fiction.
You say under or over?
Too scary. You're gonna want. He's asking if you think the Bears will have more or less than 250 yards.
I think they're gonna have more.
Oh, and he went out.
Wait, can you not hear me?
Do we got a copy?
I think they're gonna have more.
We got you again.
Okay. So you're fiction with me, and I think it's just listen. The Kendall Vildor play was 40 yards today. I think it's a little bit tough. Caleb Williams is a better passer than Anthony Richardson. I think that's unfortunately a fiction. And can I just say for future segments, Ben, where we seem to possibly get a little confused is when we throw in some double negatives. So like the Bears won't have, and then it starts to get we get tripped up.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to work on that. Look, this is only the second week of the segment.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is second week of the topic, the segment. Third week is gonna be the best
Electric.
thing you've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah. There will
Give us
be
a little
no doubt.
break.
Fact or fiction.
Give us give it we're on a short week. We're working on a short week here with the Bears. Give us a little more time to prep for the third installment of this, and boy will you be surprised. We've got a late edition here. Fact or fiction. Oh,
No,
okay. No, that's you're
I'm
just
just fixing it. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, okay. All right, last one. Fact or fiction, another fun one here on the holiday. Dan Campbell will eat turkey live on camera.
Fact.
Oh, this is smash the fact button. Lions get a victory. He's ripping the leg off.
Tough.
If they try to pre-cut it for him, he might actually yell at somebody on camera.
Ben, where did you land on the 250 yards?
Oh, sorry. That's the Bears will have over 250 yards of offense. Fact. But
Okay,
you
so
guys
you're
both,
with us. Yep.
yeah, I'm with y'all. With
Okay.
you guys on the DC one with the turkey as well. We'll see some legs get torn off. Bite some kneecaps. Bite some turkey legs.
So sorry.
You can cut. We can
Tommy
cut this
cut.
part out.
Yeah, we can
This
cut.
part
We can
out.
cut that. That's pretty easy. Tommy's got time. Nothing but time. All right, let's talk. Sorry, I saw the pixelated image that has been pasted in this document of Andrew, whose internet just does not seem to cooperate when we hit the record button. Before, it's clean. As soon as that record button gets hit, things happen. I'm not sure what happens. Maybe at your next location with the studio, the podcast setup, maybe we'll have a crystal clear setup there.
It's worse.
But no worries, folks. For on YouTube, you get them. This is a great opportunity to plug the YouTube. Go over to YouTube, and it comes out super clean. So shout out to Riverside for fixing all whatever the hell is going on here. All right, let's talk picks. Lions, Bears. I'm going to take the Lions here in a close one. I think this is going to be a divisional classic, close game. Divisional games always mean more, always elevated. Bears have lost heartbreaker after heartbreaker this year. They lost another one in overtime to the Vikings in a divisional matchup. I think this one's going to be another one for them. It's going to be tough, and I think they've just had death by 1,000 cuts. But I think it'll make them stronger, eventually. They're going to be ready to rain on the Lions Thanksgiving parade, so Lions got to be ready for that. And got to be ready for the Caleb magic, because he's going to have a couple throws that get the CBS crew real fired up. So best way to do that, keep your offense on the field, have some long drives that result in points. Lions 24, Bears 21.
Yeah, Ben, I've got. I'm sure the listeners would be shocked to know that you picked the Lions, but I'm Lions 31, Bears 20. I think it's still going to be a pretty close game. But this is just the one that continues to get away from the Lions and DC since he's been here. But it's a divisional game. They got to get it done. It's been 8 years since they've had some of the turkey. I think DC does what DC does best, really gets the juices flowing for the guys. They come out hungry, no pun intended. They contain Caleb, and I like 3 turnovers in this game. I think we're going to see a couple interceptions from Caleb, and I like DeAndre Swift to fumble the ball.
Ooh, yeah, Swift revenge game too. Great note.
Mitchell, let's be honest. There was pun intended there. Love everything you have to say, though. I got a little bit lower scoring game here. I got Lions 24, Bears 21. I think the Bears come out hot. Lions come out a little cold, like they're known to. Keep that negative scoring on opening drives going for them. I think the defense is going to be up on another real test. Losing some more guys, might not have Carlton Davis on this short week here. They're really going to have to step up. So I think they're going to step up late, struggle early, and then they're going to have to shut down Williams. He's really elusive, and he extends plays. So DB is going to have to guard a little bit longer. Offensive line going to have to contain Sweat and their other defensive end. I think that's going to be their biggest thing. If you keep Goff clean, we got ourselves a game winner late. Let's go Lions.
All right, there we go. We're all on the Lions. I may have missed it, but did you have a winner as far as how the Lions win that game? You said a game winner late.
Well, like I said, they're going to struggle early, so defense going to let up some points early. Offense not going to get on the board. Offense going to put up all them points in the second half.
All right. That's what they do.
There's something wrong with this guy.
He picked the same score as me too.
Well, you know what? He thought he wouldn't. He thought we wouldn't notice, but he had Lions 34, Bears 31, and then he just dropped 10 on both.
It's a misnumber. He bumped the 2 key instead of the 3.
So Andrew is on the Bears to cover and the under for maybe the first time in his picking career.
Yeah, hey man, you got to keep it weird. I thought 34 might just be a little too much, and it wasn't so much 34 too much for the Lions. It was 31 way too much for the Bears, and I think it's going to be a close game.
You thought 30? You thought what was too much? 34.
31 too much for the Bears, but I think it's still going to be a close game.
Should we go back and look at some of your predictions from the last few weeks? You've had some absurdly high scores in there.
Yeah, but this is the Bears we're talking about. We haven't had to pick the Bears score yet, man.
Are you getting gun shy a little bit?
No, I'm getting Caleb Williams shy.
Okay.
Yeah, they've scored over 30 twice this year. 36 against Carolina, 35 against Jacksonville. So not great opponents to score against, but Bears do come in on a 5-game losing streak, so they will be looking to get themselves off of the schneid. That's for sure.
I don't want it to. I don't want it to sway anything, but you did have the Colts scoring 28 points this week. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I'll defend him. I'll defend him his honor on that one. They could have easily scored at least 3 touchdowns today. Here we go again.
Yeah, you yesterday. Go, Ben. You defend that honor.
It's just that. Yeah. All right.
I mean, I hardly even remember the Colts game. It was so long ago. So
it was days ago, many moons ago. We're on to Chicago. That's all that matters, and so are the Lions. Got one more thing here, getting off my screen. Okay, there we go. So, as we said, Lions haven't won since 2016. We all have them correcting that, getting their first win in almost 10 years on Thanksgiving in front of America. So 506 maps of the week. There are none because the Lions will be on national TV. Although this is not prime time. We're not going to get in that debate again, though. So shareholders, vote down below for who you got in this one on the comment section and on Spotify. You can vote down below. We will, like I said at the top, we will not have our picks in this week. We'll have those on the social medias. So check out our Instagram and our TikTok to see our picks for this week. But we do have an update as far as our records go here entering week 13. I'm at 114-61. Mitch right there on the doorstep, 110-65. Andrew, 104-71. We're all over 100, boys. Congratulations.
We did it.
We sure did. And this continues on. And we will have the picks, like I said, on the social media. So check those out for week 13. We've got some good matchups. Like I said, they've got a couple of them on Thursday, 3, 1 on Friday, a bunch on Sunday, and then the ones on Monday. So
is that where we're oh my God.
We're laughing at Andrew.
Dolphins Packers, that's the last game on Thanksgiving?
That's the nighttime one, yes, sir.
Yeah. That'd be a great way to end Thanksgiving if we start with Lions over Bears and finish with Dolphins over Packers.
That would be huge. With the Lions in the driver's seat in the NFC, got over a 99% chance of making the playoffs, got a above 80% chance of winning or taking the 1 seed. Obviously need some help there, but Lions coming into this one 2-0 in the division, Bears 0-2 in the division. Vikings and Packers stay in stride. So you're right, Mitch. It could really use a loss there from the Packers, who have been sneaking some out. Did crush the 49ers, though. I think they're due for a loss there. And the Vikings, who the Vikings have? Vikings have the Cardinals off of a loss to the Seahawks. So I like the Cardinals in that one.
I like the Cardinals as well. So does the father of conspiracy.
You guys already have your picks in? Shoot, we could have done the picks, but oh well. Neither here nor there. Those will be on.
Digress.
We digress harder than we've ever. Folks, we hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we appreciate your support each and every episode, and we appreciate your support more than anything in this world. That's what we're thankful for this Thanksgiving, so we appreciate it. Go have a great Thanksgiving with your family, and be safe out there. Let's go Lions on Thanksgiving. Let's have a feast on the table and let's have a feast on the television. Let's go Lions.
Me, me, me.
Oh my goodness.